So a little fun update on the Nitrous mini bike. I thought the motor locked up after about 20 pulls with the Nitrous testing it. I cranked it open and crack it open. I mean, there's a lot of this rubber material, and what I found is this little bronze bushing that rides on a crank on the actual on this thing right here broke, and you can see where the belt was rubbing on the actual disc itself. I'm not sure what happened there, but I don't think that's a big problem. It's just the bottom side, the rib side of the belt that's been kind of rubbing a little. As far as I can tell, the belt itself is in fairly good shape, so we'll let that slide. And I was pretty certain the rod broke because the engine kind of knocked once I let off and then it locked up. Not the case as far as I can tell so far. The rod is still in there. Most of the length, I guess, at least. There you go. I mean, I can't tell if it's, I mean, side to side, obviously there's going to be play. I can't tell if it's not so much up and down, actually. I don't know. I'll pull the head off and see what happened there. Maybe it's not as bad. Well, push rods are fine, though the rockers were very loose when I took the valve cover off. Looks like piston head, there's a chunk of something. There's stuff in the exhaust, under the exhaust valve, and there's chunks in the cylinder bore. And a chunk of piston is missing. Interesting, interesting. A good chunk of piston is missing. And they eat a whole bunch. That's why I wouldn't run anymore. It would just hit. Well, what do we have here? Took a good chunk out of it. The rings still feel fine. Everything looks fine. My guess is probably ran a little too warm, too hot, too lean for a little too long. That, like I said, it was about 20 passes here on the street within half an hour, so I just kind of make a pass or two, come back in, adjust stuff, change some things up, retool the carb jet, go back out, make a pull, 2 or 3, and then come back in, and yada yada yada. And then the last pull, I made a full pull all the way, I don't know, 200 feet or so. Felt okay, a little weird at the top, and that's when this happened. Interesting. I gotta say, the cylinder bores look fine. I don't see any nicks, scratches, big scratches. Clean the schmoo out of this one. And honestly, I think we're fine. So this head is chowdered pretty good. And we have a horde of cylinder heads here. Let's see what we can find. I do have this 50 thou milled ported, not polished, just ported Hemi head. I think it should fit. Maybe I should just put that on there, since this one looks a little, not too bad, to be honest with you. But still gonna send it. So the piston is shot. Let's look at my cord bucket here for maybe a piston. There's a crank. Gotta look at a different bucket. There's a few cams. Bare block. No. I know I have a piston, a broken rod in one of these ones. I know I can probably salvage a piston out of it, but fairly certain I had just a piston somewhere. Bingo. This guy's nice and crusty. There's two pistons side by side. One interesting thing is you can see the holes. One is probably newer than the other. On this one, the skirt actually is longer. Bore size seems to be the same, rod size seems to be the same. This one is a little scratchy for some reason. But the oiling system, a little different. Hope they are the same. And one will fit. Also, one is dished. The one I had in before, it's a dished piston. This one is a flat top. This is kind of like a 5.3 versus 4-point grade. Maybe the compression will change a little. Rod reinstalled. Fresh layer of copper RTV. Still missing this bronze bushing that goes under the belt. I'll just order it tonight, but for now I think we should be okay to go make a few pulls, see how everything goes. First look at kitten. I think we're going to be ready to race here.